Captain's log, stardate 53550.8. With the Dominion War over and matters stabilizing in the Alpha Quadrant, the Enterprise is helping to re-establish an outpost in the Barisa sector. Though we are not expecting any conflicts, there have been rumors of renegade Dominion ships in the area who have refused to accept the Dominion-Federation treaty. The Enterprise is being sent to protect the outpost should any hostilities arise.
I've seen it before.
We are receiving a Priority 1 distress call.
On screen.
This is Captain Thaddeus Deming of the USS Premonition. We are under attack by the Borg. To any ships in the area, this is the USS Premonition.
Sir, we lost the transmission.
Data, locate the origin of that transmission and lay in a course.
The legendary Captain Picard. It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Captain Deming, you and your ship do not appear in the Starfleet database. Do you have an explanation for this?
That is because it does not yet exist. I've come from the future to warn the Federation of an impending Borg invasion. We must act quickly if we are to stop them.
Captain Deming, Starfleet has strict regulations which prohibit tampering with the current timeline. I have no intention of...
Captain! Within the hour, the Borg will attack and assimilate Starbase 612. Its destruction was marked as the first step in the Borg invasion that eventually took over the Alpha Quadrant. Picard, where I come from, the Federation barely exists. Vulcan, Bajor, Kronos, Earth, they're all assimilated planets. This is our last hope, Captain. If you don't help us, the Alpha Quadrant will fall to the Borg.
Very well, Captain. I will pursue this matter. Lieutenant, send a message to Starfleet Command informing them of our situation. Ensign Lucetti, set a course for Starbase 612. Engage.
Acting Captain's Log, Ambassador Worf commanding USS Avenger. I have been temporarily reassigned from my duties on the Klingon home world to mediate a situation developing in the Bakru system. Starfleet has given me command of the USS Avenger to deal with any hostilities that may arise. This is Ambassador Worf of the United Federation of Planets. Your presence here is a violation of Baku space. Your ships are ordered to leave the area immediately.
This space belonged to us long before the Federation came. We have come to reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Any hostile action you take on the Baku will be interpreted by the Federation as an act of war.
Very well, Ambassador.
Sir, they've raised their shields and are powering up their weapons.
Battle stations!
Enemy engaged. Station is under attack.
Incoming message from Admiral Hawthorne.
Worf, we need you to return to Kronos immediately. The Enterprise has just informed us of a potential Borg invasion. If it is true, we're going to need you to rally the support of the Klingon Empire.
I understand. I will make sure Chancellor Martok and the Klingons are ready to assist the Federation. Warp out. Acting Captain's Log, Stardate 53551.6. I am taking the Avenger through the Icolis Expanse. Though it is a treacherous area of space to navigate, it should reduce the voyage back to Kronos significantly. Toral.
Twice before, you lacked the courage to kill me, Worf. You will not live long enough to get another chance. Nor will you be able to see me take my seat as ruler of the Klingon Empire.
You have no claim to the Klingon throne, Toral.
That is where you are wrong, Worf. You see, I have found the Sword of Kahless, and he who wields the sword rules the Empire.
That is impossible. You cannot have found the true Sword of Kahless. Only I know where it lies.
And that is why you must die. Once I dispose of you, there will be no one to dispute my claim.
Toral, if there is any honor in you, you will call off this Ormang before it tears the Empire apart. The Borg have returned, and this time, for us all.
It does not matter. I will not be stopped now. Not by you, Chancellor Martok, or the Borg. I have waited years for this day. Your death will be forever marked as the first step of my ascension to the Klingon throne.
The Avenger is no match for a Negvar battleship. We will have to evade them in the Icolas Expanse. Toral, leader of the House of Duras, claims to have found the Sword of Kahless. He is planning to use it to take control of the Klingon High Council. If he succeeds, the Empire will be thrown into chaos. They will be unable to support the Federation against the Borg.
Starfleet cannot interfere with internal Klingon politics, but we need their support. You are closest to the situation, Worf. What is your assessment?
Sir, I suspect Toral's sword is a fake. I know where the true sword lies. If I retrieve it and return it to Chancellor Martok, Toral will have no legitimate claim to the Klingon throne.
Very well, Worf. I am giving you a field commission of captain. The Avenger is yours to command until further notice. Proceed with your plan.
Understood, Admiral. Worf out.
We found it, sir.
Excellent. Beam the Sword of Kahless on board and send a message to Chancellor Martok informing him that we are on our way.
Captain's log, stardate 53551.3. We have been hailing Starbase 612 ever since we received the USS Premonition's warning about the Borg. There has been no response. I fear we might be too late.
Captain, we are in visual range now.
On screen.
Captain, we are receiving a transmission from the Starbase.
Enterprise, thank God that you're here. We've been attacked by the Borg. They've assimilated the crews of every ship in the sector. They will be returning from Derek soon. We don't have much time.
It is imperative we re-establish defenses in this sector. We will use the derelicts to our advantage. Number 1, begin preparing away teams. I want all those vessels operational before the Borg return. Borg power nodes. They must have assimilated those ships. Alert all vessels.
Picard, I have alerted all ships in the quadrant of the Borg threat. The Enterprise is to escort the Premonition to the Mannheim Research Facility for investigation and repairs, then return to Starfleet Command to begin preparing defenses.
Lieutenant, open a channel to the Premonition. Captain Deming, we were able to repel the initial Borg attack on Starbase 612.
Thank you, Captain. We may have just given the Federation the chance it needs to survive. I hope it will be enough.
It will have to be.
For the Empire!
Inform the shipyards they need to increase their production. That was just the initial assault. When the Borg return, it will be in force. My Klingon warriors, let us make sure they will sing songs of this day.
All Borg ships in the sector have been destroyed.
Then the day is ours. Contact the homeworld. Find out why our support fleet has not arrived. And send a message to the Federation. Inform them that Chancellor Martok has driven the Borg from the Gamma Eridon system.
Chancellor Martok, our support fleet has just entered the sector. They are hailing us.
It's about time. Toral. Now I know why the fleet was delayed.
My apologies, Chancellor, but I had pressing business to attend to.
I know of your business, Toral. Worf has already informed me of your treachery. He is on his way now with the real Sword of Kahless.
You will be long dead before he arrives.
Toral, you are a fool. Dark forces gather on the horizon, and you would have us feast upon ourselves.
Chancellor, I have the true Sword of Kahless. Return with me to Kronos, and we will prove Toral a fraud.
I will not run like a coward from this battle.
We will fight Toral, but not here. You should make your stand at the home world in front of the High Council, Kahless, and our people. I assure you, it will truly be a glorious battle.
Very well, Worf. We can escape through the wormhole in this sector. I will download the coordinates into your ship's computer. Toral's forces have already begun their assault on our outposts. The fate of Kronos hangs in the balance. We must win this battle if the Empire is to survive. Give me the sword and transport me to my command center so I may take charge of the forces.
Chancellor, I will resign my commission as a Federation officer so I may fight at your side as a member of your house.
No, Worf. I need you to help me in more important matters. Take the Avenger to be refit with a cloaking device. If your suspicions are correct, and Toral is in league with the Romulans, he will no doubt seek their protection when we drive him from Kronos. I need you to confirm that alliance when he retreats.
Very well, Chancellor. I will be ready. Chancellor, it is as I suspected. The Romulans are in league with Toral.
Those treacherous Romulans. They have meddled in the affairs of the Klingon Empire for the last time.
I have been ordered to return to Starfleet Command. What would you have me tell them?
I cannot allow this Romulan attempt to overthrow my rule to go unanswered. I have no choice but to declare war on the Star Empire. Until this conflict is resolved, I cannot afford to support the Federation in their fight against the Borg. I want every Romulan ship and station in the area destroyed.
Chancellor, there is no sign of Toral.
I suspect he was able to sneak away, along with his Romulan conspirators.
So then, this war is over?
Not at all. This war has just begun.
Admiral Sila's personal log. Our alliance with Toral in this Klingon war has proven to be more trouble than it's worth. In the last Klingon raid, one of our top scientists, Dr. Uldan, was captured. Uldan was working on the Phoenix Project, a new weapon essential to our war efforts. I've requested the aid of one of the Tal Shiar's top operatives to help get him back. Agent Tosan. Dr. Uldan is being held in the Klingon prison colony in this sector. We must get him before he is transferred off the prison colony.
Just get me on the station. I'll take care of the rest.
I have sent Dr. Uldan back to Romulus so he can continue his work on the Phoenix Project. You are to be commended on your participation in this mission.
The Tal Shiar has helped you. I've been informed it's time for you to repay the favor. You are to meet Agent Jal Par in the Devron system immediately. He will give you further instructions.
I have important matters which must take priority.
There will be no discussions on this matter. These orders come directly from the Praetor himself. Be sharp, Admiral Sila. You'll need all of your wits about you.
Admiral Sila's personal log. I have been summoned to this remote starbase on the fringe of Cardassian space by an agent of the Tal Shiar, the Romulan secret police. Though I have no idea what this clandestine group wants with me, dealing with the Tal Shiar is often as unpleasant as it is perilous.
Greetings, Sila. I am Jal Par, agent of the Tal Shiar.
So, Jal Par, for what self-serving purpose has the Tal Shiar called upon me?
For far less sinister reasons than your tone would imply. In fact, it is for the future of the Empire that you have been called. A cloaked spy ship took these images near here only a few hours ago. Shortly after these Ferengi marauders arrived, the Cardassian ships beamed over several kilotons of valuable resources to their ship. After that, the two parted company. Obviously, a deal between the Ferengi and the Cardassians piqued our interest, so we followed the marauders. They led us to this.
The Omega particle? I was told that was only a myth.
That is what we believed as well, until these Ferengi discovered it in deep space. What do you know of it?
Rumors speak of a highly unstable molecule that could be used as an almost limitless energy source. I've also heard that if Omega destabilizes, the resulting detonation destroys subspace, making warp travel impossible for light years.
One of our spies in the Federation has confirmed that both they and the Borg are aware of Omega's existence. The Borg revere the particle as close to perfection and will stop at nothing to possess it. The Federation are ordered to destroy it at all costs.
The Ferengi must not know the true value of their prize, or they would not part with it. If we can capture Omega before the Ferengi or Cardassians realize its importance,
it could tip the balance of power to the Star Empire's favor. I am overseeing construction of a special containment vessel for you to use to transport the particle. I will inform you when it is complete. Once it arrives, you must secure Omega before the transaction between the Cardassians and Ferengi is complete.
This is Damon Poe of the Ferengi Latinum Consortium. We see no reason to continue hostilities between our two peoples. We have a more equitable solution for both of us. Bring us 2 freighters full of processed dilithium to these coordinates, and we will withdraw from this conflict. It was wise of you to take us up on this offer. We look forward to doing business with you in the future.
Omega is ours. Now nothing will stand in our way.
Admiral, I'm picking up transwarp signatures on long-range scanners.
The Borg. They have come for the Omega particle. Inform all ships to set a course for Romulus immediately. Admiral Sila's personal log. With the sudden arrival of the Borg, we have had to evacuate our base sooner than I had hoped. The collective is relentless in their pursuit. More and more transwarp signatures continue to come into sensor range. So far, we have managed to stay one step ahead of them, but it has meant altering our course away from Romulus and into Klingon space.
Admiral, the containment unit has no cloaking device. We'll never make it through this sector. There are too many Klingon patrols. Perhaps another route... Picking up transwarp signatures. Coming up right behind us.
It looks like we have no choice, Centurion. All ships proceed to the rendezvous point. Let nothing stand in your path. Protect Omega with your lives.
Excellent work, Sila. My escorts and I will remain here to intercept any more Borg that are in pursuit. Take Omega to our secret base beyond the wormhole.
Very well.
Relinquish Particle 010 and prepare to be assimilated. Your technical and biological distinctiveness will be added to our own.
Not today, it won't.
Admiral Sila, sensors confirm. It is the Omega particle.
Prepare the containment field and hail the nearest Borg vessel. Tell them we wish to negotiate a deal. Admiral Sila's personal log. The Omega particle has been safely hidden at our Romulan base behind the wormhole. With the Federation requesting peace negotiations between the Romulans and Klingons, I find it necessary to tie up some loose ends.
Admiral, we have arrived at the coordinates you designated. Admiral, picking up transwarp signatures. Borg cube dead ahead.
It's okay, Centurion. Hail the Borg vessel.
Admiral?
You heard me, Centurion. Hail the cube. We know the collective requires the Omega particle. We are willing to negotiate a deal for it.
Negotiation is irrelevant. You will give us Particle 010. Lower your shields and prepare to be assimilated.
If you assimilate us, you will never get Omega. I have instructed my officers to destroy it if I do not report within the hour.
That serves no purpose. Destroy Omega and you destroy yourselves.
Make no mistake. We would prefer to destroy ourselves than just hand over Omega to the Borg.
State the terms.
There is a large Klingon fleet in this sector. They are the remnants of the House of Duras. I want you to help me destroy them. Once that is done, Omega is yours.
The terms are acceptable.
Sila, I would not have thought even a Romulan would stoop so low as to make an alliance with the Borg. I will make you burn for this.
We are approaching completion of the directive. Prepare to surrender Particle 010.
We will hand over Omega when the Klingon threat is eliminated, not before. Proceed with your attack. They are no doubt armed with subspace weaponry. That squadron must be stopped at all costs. Order all ships to intercept and destroy them.
All biological units have been eliminated. Surrender Particle 010 and prepare to be assimilated into the collective.
Fortunately, we are not fools enough to seal our fate by handing over the Omega particle to the collective. Still, you have fought well against the Klingon scum. Consider this a token of appreciation from the Romulan Star Empire. All ships, attack! Contact the Romulan Senate and tell them the plan was a success. Our connections with Tural's Klingon forces have been eliminated, and we have retained Omega. They can begin peace negotiations with the Klingon Empire.
Multiple attempts to retrieve Particle 010 have failed. We require an independent mind to organize its capture. Initiate Action 420. Determining proximity of nearest facility with the required technology. Located, Sector 303, Dominion Cloning Facility. Assimilate the facility and incorporate its technology into our own. Accessing Federation DNA archives. Downloading DNA sample. Initiating cloning procedure. Inserting nanoprobes. Establishing link to the collective. Process complete. Your designation is Locutus of Borg. Your primary objective is to eliminate all unassimilated species in this sector.
I will comply.
New primary objective. Obtain Particle 010.
I will comply. This is the location extracted from the assimilated Romulan Jalpar. The Romulan base holding the Omega particle is beyond this wormhole. Once the collective arrives, we will enter the wormhole, destroy all Romulan presence, and assimilate the starbase. Then Omega will be ours.
Borg Vessel 3169 has encountered the Romulans.
On screen.
We are the Borg. Relinquish Particle 010 and prepare to be assimilated.
The Romulans are aware of our presence in this sector. Our offensive capabilities are insufficient to assimilate them. We cannot wait for the collective to arrive. Assimilate all vessels in the sector to acquire sufficient force to begin our assault. Primary objective complete. The Omega particle is secure. Prepare Particle 010 for transport.
Preparations commencing. Accessing Romulan database. Vital information retrieved. The Federation is sending an ambassador to negotiate an alliance between the Klingons and the Romulans.
Such a union would jeopardize our plans to assimilate the Alpha Quadrant. Send a cube to capture the Federation ambassador. All other units initiate new primary objective. Return Omega to Unimatrix 001. Primary objective. Return the Omega particle to Unimatrix 001. Construction of a transwarp gate is necessary for this operation. Preliminary scans determine this to be the ideal location for construction of the gate. Local species 9341 have been identified in the area. Species 9341 is not suitable for assimilation. Eliminate Species 9341 before construction of a transwarp gate begins. Species 9341 eliminated. Transfer of Omega to Unimatrix 001 in progress. Objective complete.
Vulcan ambassador's ship intercepted. All life forms assimilated. Peace negotiations between Romulan and Klingon species have ceased. Federation space now vulnerable to attack. Initiate new primary directive. Assimilate Earth.
I will comply. We have arrived at Sector 001, Utopia Planitia destroyed. As expected, the Federation fleet has retreated to Earth. Magnify. Hail the Enterprise.
Captain, we are receiving a transmission from the Borg cube.
On screen. Locutus. Picard. Lower your shields and prepare to be assimilated. If you are truly who you appear to be, you must know that I will not comply. You will comply. Your defensive capabilities are no match for us. Your culture will adapt to service ours. Resistance is and always has been futile. We have stopped the Borg before, and we will do so again. Initiate primary objective. Destroy the Federation fleet. Assimilate Earth.
Shields failing.
Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Federation vessel Enterprise has entered a temporal distortion at subjunction 803. State new objective.
The Enterprise is irrelevant. Proceed with primary objective.
losing power!
Captain Picard, I've been able to open a temporal rift just before Ambassador Spock was assimilated. It might not be enough, but if the Klingons and Romulans were here, we might have had a chance.
Agreed. Mr. Data, set a course for the premonition. Commander Data, hail the convoy. Tell them to go to Red Alert and begin scanning the area for transwarp signatures. Inform Ambassador Spock that the Enterprise will personally escort him to the peace conference. Chancellor, thank you for agreeing to this conference. Ambassador Spock is already transported down to the planet and has been greeted by Admiral Sealer. They anxiously await our arrival, so peace negotiations can commence. I hope our three governments will be able to resolve our differences before it is too late.
Sir, there is an incoming message from the Enterprise.
On screen. Captain Picard, this is going to be difficult to explain, but you must listen closely. We have already lost this battle. Everything Captain Deming said is correct. We were forced to go back in time once more to assure that the peace conference was successful. We're en route now with reinforcements, but the temporal loop we created will not be complete unless you have the premonition send you back to the same exact moment in time. I am transmitting the specific time codes to the premonition now. And what of the Borg? Ambassador Worf will have to hold off the Borg until we arrive. You must go now. And Captain, good luck. This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise, assuming command of all Federation forces on behalf of Starfleet Command. All ships prepare to receive new battle orders.
It is good to hear your voice again, Captain. Perhaps now, victory will be ours.
We'll discuss victory celebrations once the Earth is safe from the Borg threat. Prepare your ships, Worf. This battle has just begun.
I've been informed by Starfleet Command to reinforce defenses along the Mars perimeter. The Borg will think twice next time before attempting to attack Earth.
Admiral, I know the Borg. They will not stop until Earth has fallen. They will continue to grow until they wear us down. We must strike back now while we have the upper hand and drive them out of the Alpha Quadrant. If we hesitate, our victory here will mean nothing.
You have command of the fleet, Captain. Godspeed.
Captain's log, stardate 53563.2. We've traced the Borg transwarp signatures to this area of space. If we can take control of the transwarp gate in this sector, it should lead us back to the center point of the Borg presence in the Alpha Quadrant and hopefully the location of the Omega particle. This is the only chance we have. Worf, prepare your division as we planned.
Yes, sir.
We are as one, Picard. I knew you would follow. Humans are predictable. Your ships and crews will be assimilated into the Collective, but you, Picard, are too great a threat to the Collective. You and the Enterprise will be destroyed.
It appears the Borg have fallen for your plan, Captain.
Excellent, Worf. Apparently Locutus does not know my thoughts as well as he claims. Now, you must capture a Borg construction ship and rebuild a transwarp gate so we can return.
I understand, Captain. Worf out.
We must act quickly. The Borg will detect the transwarp activity soon and send ships to investigate. Begin construction and prepare to meet the attack. Once we have secured the area, it is imperative we find the Omega containment facility and destroy it. When Omega destabilizes, the chain reaction will destroy all of subspace in the sector and everything in it, including the Borg. We will not have much time to escape, but it is our only option. They must be reinforcing the shields on the Omega containment facility. We will have to destroy them first. Resistance is futile, Picard. It is only a matter of time. Fire all weapons. Omega particle is destabilizing. Inform all ships to head for the warp gate immediately.
Hail the Enterprise, Ensign. What the? Lieutenant, where did those ships go?
Sir, we show no record of the Enterprise or any of the other ships in the area.
Check the logs.
Sir, historical logs indicate that the Enterprise was destroyed by an unidentified ship over 11 years ago. Captain Picard, Lieutenant Worf, and Lieutenant Tasha Yar all deceased. There is no record of a Romulan Admiral Sela, and records show only a Klingon Captain Martok, no Chancellor Martok.
The Borg have found a way to alter this timeline. Because our quantum signatures are different, we must have been unaffected by the change. Lieutenant, set course for the location and time of that event. Engage the temporal drive.
Captain's log, stardate 41153.7. We have left the Farpoint station and are en route to deliver medical supplies to Altair 4. There has been no further contact with the alien being known as Q, but I suspect we have not seen the last of him. As for Farpoint...
Sir, an unidentified vessel has just appeared in sensor range. Captain, now there are 2 vessels. Sir, both ships seem to have disappeared.
Go to Yellow Alert and scan the area.
Should I alter course?
No, Altair 4 needs these medical supplies. We cannot be deterred. But keep an eye out for anything unusual, Ensign.
Sir, the timeline has been restored.
Lieutenant, lay in coordinates for our original time and location. It's time to go home.
Captain's log supplemental. In destroying Locutus and Omega, it seems we have finally halted the Borg invasion of the Alpha Quadrant. The Federation is secure once again. Since we cannot locate the premonition, I can only assume Captain Deming has returned with his crew to his own time. With the Borg threat behind us, the alliance between the Romulans and Klingons is already beginning to unravel. Ambassador Worf has resumed his role as Federation ambassador to help mediate negotiations. Whether the peace will last or not, only time will tell.